Greetings and... Okay, that's loud. Greetings and salutations, I'm the Raven. Joining me yet again is LadyMage.
Hi! Raven? What'd you get us into this time?
We've just been signed up to do an excavation. We're
You
going
signed us up for archaeology this time.
Yeah. We're going to the Moors to check out Barrow.
The Moors.
Yeah,
Are we gonna run into the freaking Hound of the Baskervilles here? Oh god.
Nah, that's
hey,
nothing. That's nothing.
No, that's not nothing. That is not a nothing. That's a something.
It's fine.
It's raining.
At least it's got an umbrella.
True. I hope she has like rain shoes since it seems Victorian.
She's probably wearing ankle boots. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Miss Bateman, welcome back to Ticehurst
Bateman.
House. It's been quite some time.
Don't you dare.
Don't I dare
Terrible
what?
weather this evening, is it not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough.
There you go, terrible places with that name.
A bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
I'm aware.
You mustn't be interested in me nattering on.
Are we a
Give my
silent
regards to your
protagonist?
father. Nurse Blaketon
No.
is preparing his supper.
She's just... Thomasina's rather
You're
quiet at the
pale,
moment.
Miss Bateman, do head inside. You'll catch your death out here.
Surprised. Somebody told this dude, do not smoke in my house.
Yep.
So to speak. Because smoking wasn't really looked down upon back in the day.
Back
Also,
in the day,
things should not be...
back in the day, it's
Dearest mother,
said to be rather healthy, if I remember correctly. Oh, yes.
I hope this letter will reach you. I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
Eep.
There. You've entered the seat dimension.
I will endeavour
Again?
to explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that
We need
night.
to, like, close the door to that permanently, you know?
As far as I can recall,
You can't
this whole
close the
wretched
door to
story
the
started
Moors.
with the receipt of a letter.
I meant
from
the
a
sheep
Mr. Leonard
dimension.
Shoulder.
The Moors is the seat dimension.
Only in New Zealand, I thought. What the hell?
The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
All I know is that the Moors have places where you can sink under them, at least from what I've heard from Sherlock Holmes.
No station master in sight.
So
I
Conan
hope the village
Doyle
isn't too
had
far
some
away.
interesting views. Some of
I
them
can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder
aren't
mentioned
too
it in his letter.
correct.
It was odd duck. Like, his character, Sherlock Holmes, is like the pinnacle of skepticism and scientific understanding. Let's get that out of the way right now, at least in literature at the time. But Sir Arthur Conan Doyle believed in fucking fairies. And other supernatural phenomenon. And I do not know how the hell that... Was logic and reason so fictional to him that he could write a fictional character that accurately uses logic and reason? I'm not sure how this works.
I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn.
Also, hello, little old lady that just randomly walked into the frame as we were reading that note.
Ah, she's nobody. They still talk to her.
Excuse me,
Yes.
what can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend
Oh,
much
that's-
time there
that's-
these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes, a local I am, but I don't live in the village.
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Ah, young lady, leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll
It's
find
raining.
the
There are
market
no
square.
dry stones. How do we
The
get
inn is
there?
to the side at square.
Thank you very much. Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Quite.
Geez, just making
Apologies. I wish
freaking
you a pleasant journey.
conversation.
What brings you to Bewley?
And people like the privacy.
I beg your pardon?
What brings you to Bewley, miss?
I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hob's Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow? Well, I can't say I've heard of it. For what reason?
I wish to excavate it.
Grave robber, are you?
Not at all. I merely have an interest in antiquities.
Not much to be found in Bewley, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll take my chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
That was odd.
It's fine.
Yeah, none of those stones are dry. It's raining. Burb. Bye, Burb.
The old
Bird.
woman told me to go straight ahead to get to the inn. I'll have
I'm
time
being
to
cute.
explore tomorrow.
One of us has to be. Especially if I recall correctly, you put warnings up on this video.
Yes. Also, for every Landstar related thing that seems to come up, I thought goes to a joke Lankara does. Because poor literacy is cool.
Like it has seen better days.
Yeah, but I didn't think that crow was a raven.
The anvil looks...
Because it's kind of hard to tell in video game pixels.
Oh, I'm hoping to get the volume balance right on this one because this has lovely music, lovely ambience that adds to the whole feel of things.
The sign is in a shabby state, but the shop appears to be a cobbler's.
Well, we don't need our shoes fixed, because that does not look like a cobbler I'd trust.
Close up, far away.
Are we pulling a Grover High Stripes?
Okay, say about 46k. 8-bit. Say about 16-bit in terms of graphics capacity.
Yeah, I'd say this is a 16-bit game, at least, in general.
Speaking of graphics, for anyone who recognises, you've probably seen the Old Man, or whatever that game was called, based on the whole Lovecraft story, which is on LadyMage's channel. It was been done by the same people who developed that one as well. You probably tell the art style.
The Plough and Furrow. I have a bit of time.
Also,
before Mr.
I will
Shoulder
be the first to
arrives.
point
I
out,
shall
this
inquire
is not
about
the
a
only
room.
game they've done. They've done several others, including another one on my channel, Mudlarks, which is a little more rough comparatively, but still a good game, and I absolutely enjoyed it. The name of the company is known as Cloak and Dagger. And they're also very personable people. Like, I've exchanged words a couple of times, not like friends or anything, but like, I've, messaged them a couple of times, and they're fairly nice people in general.
And to add further to the quality of this game, it's been published by Widget Eye Games. People responsible for the Blackwell series and about there's a few other notable point-and-click adventures. So we know in good company.
The man looks thoroughly inebriated.
Hello
My phone
there.
agrees with you.
What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodding weather?
I think he's drunk. Just a thought.
I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow.
Bloody good pub, that. It has the finest ales in the whole county. Oh, I'll
You
take
must
you there if
know
you
that.
like.
It's literally right
We are standing
there.
directly in front of it.
I'll take y'all 2 feet to it.
So we are.
He's just trying to be gentlemanly.
Yes.
being
He's
utterly drunk.
Oh God. Oh. Oh. Ooh. That.
I'll let you choose what response we go for.
Deflect the question. Slapping might get us arrested, and I do not want to humor this man.
Wouldn't your wife disapprove?
My wife? Bloody hell, my wife! My tea'll be on the table in this hour, and if I don't get back, she'll be roaring. Until we meet again.
What a buffoon.
I made the right call, didn't I?
I should speak to the innkeeper about a room.
Honestly, I don't think it really matters. Only this achievement for slapping him.
The innkeeper is a serious-looking man. A decorative plate. This one depicts a cat.
Kitty.
No, we can't
I
take
want
it.
A decorative plate
I want it.
depicting a serpent.
Ooh, I like snakes.
A decorative plate. This one depicts a bull.
Why is the bull pink?
A decorative plate depicting an eagle.
An
A
eagle.
decorative plate. This one depicts a dog.
I guess if you have a cat, you have a dog.
A decorative plate depicting a bear.
And a bear.
The prices are cheap here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you. I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
Yeah, man.
I wonder if, like, Shadow of the Comet, where we have, like, unlimited money.
This is payment for the room.
We don't.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us
That's
tonight?
a weird name.
No, I am not wed. My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage. I should go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives.
We shall do.
This shall do nicely.
Okay,
Time to
it's a
change into something more
general,
comfortable.
quality room. Seems pretty normal. Not as big as the one we have in Shadow of the Comet, where basically the room is the size of an entire freaking house.
Much.
Pants! She now has pants!
We're in England, she's wearing trousers.
A decorative plate depicting a goat.
Now there's okay, so
A painting
we've
of
had a
surprising
bull, a
quality that
serpent,
portrays
cat,
a rocky
dog,
outcrop
an
overlooking
eagle,
a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark.
and a goat. And a bear.
Ah, complementary matches. Useful. There's only one match left, though.
Dang it, only
My
one.
evening light shall be provided by this solitary candlestick.
At least we've still got decent length on it.
A decrepit set of drawers. Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years. The wardrobe looks old, perhaps 100 years or more in age. I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty. A jug of water for drinking or washing. This may come in handy.
We're stealing the jug
An
of water
empty bowl has
completely.
been provided for washing. I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
Well, it is there to be used. Hello,
A
you.
curmudgeonly-looking old fellow. Hello, sir.
Right,
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
you're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
Ah! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril. Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
Despite his gruff manner, he does have a point.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
He's not been overly bad with us, he's just very defensive.
Hello, miss.
What do you want?
I...
Bugger off.
Still better than that.
Yeah,
Yes,
just bugger off, whatever.
What?
I'm waiting here for a man named Leonard Shoulder. Do you know him?
I don't. Do you, love?
Never heard of him.
There you have it. Now clear off.
A rather miserable-looking fellow. He's playing a board game by himself. I think it's Three Men's Morris. Good afternoon, sir.
Three Men's Morris.
Note for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's note for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming.
He don't get any better.
A fine exemplar of inebriation. Good day, sir. It's a crudely painted scene that appears to be of a biblical nature.
Question is, which biblical scene?
Because most of them is probably best is pixelated.
The innkeeper is a serious-looking man.
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of
Kinda.
sorts.
She's an archaeologist, I'm assuming.
Stanley Kemp.
A pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And
Okay, the
Tom.
bartender's friendly at
I
least.
trust your
Serious,
role is
but
adequate.
rather friendly.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
And the recording of this time, at the time of this recording, on the Star Princess's HL channel, there is a Stanley parable. Unlike this Stanley, who actually has a bucket. This one, they'll probably go to rent you a bucket.
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient
gotta-
burial sites, looking for
Okay,
relics.
thank you.
A
Just say
barrow
archaeologist.
is
Like,
traditionally
did they not have
a
archaeologist as a
circular
word
mound of
yet?
raised earth enclosing
Because that's
a
technically
burial
what she
chamber.
is. She's an archaeologist.
Why? You're a grave robber.
No such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
She's not going
I
into
assure you, my goal
cemeteries.
is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find, then? Gold?
You
Silver?
do know what a barrow
bones?
is.
Well,
Gravesite,
gold
an
or silver,
ancient
but
gravesite.
treasure, certainly.
Keyword
Ancient pottery is the most common
ancient.
find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewley, a site called Hob's Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nowt about a Hobbs Barrow.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
I wonder why.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the Barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital. Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Funny, that's two people that are around here that have never heard of Hobbs Barrow, but the shoulder dude's saying
I
it's a
should wait
local
to hear
legend.
from Mr. Shoulder. I can't think of anything. I do feel tired after the trip, but my meeting with Mr. Shoulder must take priority. The painting depicts a rocky edge
Businessman.
lake. A small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilius.
Okay, what do
A
I have to do to
pixie-faced
trigger
peasant
the
boy
next
painted
event?
in a naive style. The crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals. A lovely place to warm oneself. This painting shows a Rubenesque figure brushing her hair. Quite unusual to see such a sensual work in a room like this. A colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is signed N. Hamley. I don't want to take the painting with me. Hello again, Cyril.
Oh, aye.
Maybe not done with him yet. Oh,
I take it
yes.
you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Mr.
Tell him about
Shoulder
Hobbs
should
Barrow.
really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait.
Nice stripes.
Bewley. A small, isolated little village.
Where on earth is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be.
Evening there, miss.
You better
Not you again.
I just wanted to apologise for earlier. I got
Oh,
home.
for the not you again.
Gave me an aching belly.
How so?
I felt bad for how I spoke to you. I'm sorry.
Ah,
The drink gets a hold of me
Tribes.
sometimes.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
One ale, coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman. Then I'll tell
The
you all
decency to
about
come
old
apologize, although I'm
Leonard.
not sure if he's sober yet. Still looks a little drunk. Wasn't that team, man?
How can I help you?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.